I'm on fire.
You guys might be like, wow, 45 speed. She's like, might not double back. That's okay, because Rinka's club will make it so that when she gets hit, she instantly returns fire with bonfire, right? Because it drops the cooldown by 2. So the idea is, okay, you might not double back, but you will kill them in one shot with bonfire. DC close call on top of that is really good because with Phantom Speed, that's effectively 55 speed, which should mean if you go up against somebody else with 45 speed, you still get a 40% damage reduction. So the Rouse defense and res increases your defense and res even more, and you put all that together, you just nuke them with a super strong bonfire right away. And it doesn't matter if you can't double back. So that's the idea. But I'm pretty sure we've seen this before.
Damn.
Yeah, I think they might have changed one thing. I think they went from Distant Foil to DC, which I agree on, but it's the same build, essentially. But yeah, that's the idea, guys. With her res as high as it is, which even though it might look low, 26 res with close call fully triggered, she's taking hardly any damage. And an instant bonfire should get most of the kills, so. It's a really, really potent and dangerous build. And her actual defense should be 49, so half of that will be 24 damage, so. Yeah, she should be able to get the kill in one shot. It is starting to push it, though, because this isn't, you know, fully merged up or anything, but.
Piece of cake!
Respect to, wow, I didn't expect to see a Gaius.
Nobody does.
Nobody expects to see a Gaius.
Neither did we.
Nobody expects the Candy Inquisition.
This is easily the best Gaius I've ever seen. And, I mean, you're battling against, like, 2 other Gaiuses at most, so. Congratulations.
Wait a minute.
Easily the best Gaius I've ever seen. 40 plus 10 maxed out. I agree. Attack is the best IVs on him because he has decent speed, but his attack is really, really garbo. 48 HP, 52 attack, 42 speed, 28 defense, 25 res. For a big refresher of those who forgot Candy Dagger, which, by the way, I cannot blame you because, honestly, most people would never see another Gaius, so. If unit initiates combat, grants speed plus 4 and boosts damage by 10% of unit speed during combat. And then it's Dagger 7 as well. And then at start combat, if foe's HP is 100%, deals plus 7 damage when a special triggers before combat. If foe's HP is 100%, equals 100%, deals plus 7 damage before combat. I know this is a bit weird for you guys to read it like this, but it's essentially saying if you're doing AoE, you get plus 7 damage. And if it's during combat, yeah, when a special triggers before combat, HP equals 100%, deals plus 7 damage before combat. So it increases the AoE damage. And at start combat, if foe's HP is 100%, deals plus 7 damage. So you have two criterias there, which is to help adjust for his low attack. It's really weird. This is the first time in the game we have something increasing damage of AoEs, but that's how it works. Additionally, of course, he gets another speed plus 4 when he's attacking and damage 10% of unit speed during combat. You guys might look at that and be like, why doesn't he go for plus speed then? Well, plus speed would increase your speed by 3, but your damage wouldn't go up by anything more. Because 10% of 40 is 4. 10% of 45 is 4.5, but the game rounds down, so it's still 4. So it's actually better to go for plus attack if you want more damage. Now, the only thing that could be a bit weird is going Flashing Blade 4, Swift Barrel 2, because you only have 42 speed. But again, Candy Dagger gives you 4 speed, and Swift Sparrow gives you another 4. So 50 speed, Flashing Blade could be pretty good. And yeah. Anyways, Blazing Wind might look weird for you guys, but this is honestly the best thing you can do for him because Blazing Wind automatically gets 7 more damage from Candy Dagger. So it's not as bad as it looks. Special Spiral would drop the Blazing Wind to 2 cooldown, which means if you Blazing Wind and then you attack, you'll get another Blazing Wind ready again. And the odd attack wave on top of that is just for more damage, which would be factored into the Blazing Wind, so it makes perfect sense. This is actually like how to build Gaius if you really want Gaius to be really, really good. Oh, also Flashing Blade gives you guaranteed damage of 5, so And of course,
Flashing and Candide both do it, yeah.
yeah, they both do it. So you have 12 true damage. So even if they have like 10 HP left and you're hitting a 0, like from your actual attack, doesn't matter. They still die because you're doing true damage. So that's actually really cool.
Blazing additionally will also deal true damage from the weapon as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he just overall gets to utilize every single portion of his kit. The only portion that is really difficult is actually getting to Blazing Wind in the first place because he doesn't have any method to lower the cooldown anymore. So that's the first challenge he gets, but after that, he's dealing a lot of true damage to just about any hero, to the point that his attack being so low for a +10/+10 hero is not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You're right. You're right about his biggest issue is just getting to Blazing Wind, but at 48 HP, Infantry Pulses get that done really easily. And he still has Flashing Blade 4, so he just has to get down 2 attacks, and then he's in. It's not that bad. The setup is not as hard as it could be. So you have a passive way to get in with infantry pulse, and you can fight yourself into it as well. So I actually really like this. This takes this really crappy attack and just makes it into something much more useful, especially with an AOE build. I like that a lot, actually. Really cool. All right, let's do a quick scan of skills. Yeah, you are a true Gaius fanboy.
Finally, a test.
10, 5 flowers, 48 HP, 55 attack, 36 speed, 26 defense, 42 res, Fimble Vetter, rally attack speed plus, Glacies, 30 impact, lull attack speed 3, panic smoke 3, and swift sparrow 2. Ooh, this is different. So what was the explanation for this pick?
DSA?
Yeah. Okay, so Fimble Belter, when she's either debuffed or has like less than 100% HP, gives her like +4 all around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the sturdy impact on player phase gives her +10 to defense, and then there's low attack speed, which adds effectively an additional +3 to her defense. You're looking at like, I want to say 10, 4, 17 additional defense on there, which would be 43. And then there's the res stat. I'm looking at mostly defense here. We're going to get to her offensive stats in just a moment. But she gets like 46 res, 46 res from her one weapon when her HP is like less than 100%. And then plus an additional 3 from attack speed, which is 49 res. Very good defensive stats on player phase mostly. But then there's Swift Sparrow, which adds an additional +4 to the +4 she should be getting from her weapon to her offensive stats, which is going to be +8, making it 63 attack, 44 speed, effectively another free from the low attack, 47 speed. All around just really good in my opinion. Very good. And then you got Panic Smoke on there to just really screw over anybody trying to buff up against her.
Yeah. Well, actually, I really like this Brunnya, but most of the best Brunnyas I've seen have been dual phases because she can pull that off really well as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's nice to see one that goes completely offensive instead. But yeah, she's a complete monster. Her stats might look a bit low, but you gotta factor in everything, and once you do, you realize, oh wait, they're not low.
Deceptive. That's a lot of what her weapon's based on. Deceptive stat.
Mm-hmm. And you guys gotta remember, you can't debuff her. I mean, you can, but nothing happens. Fimble Venter.
It's gonna blow up in your face.
Yep. Fimble Venter neutralizes it, and then she gets extra stats off of it. So it's actually such a great build. And yeah, you're right about Panic Smoke. It's just a nice catch-all, just in case. I mean, you can, if you take away their specials, she should be fine. With Fimble Venter and low attack speed, her defense and res is a lot higher than it actually is. So she's a lot more able to take a hit as long as it's not special. But yeah, it's really good. Huh.
That and that high res makes her just an ideal target for chill res to automatically get her weapon on board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys are planning to like +10 a blue mage, this would be the pick. Brunya is incredibly good. It's between Brunya and Delthea. If you're going high investment, Brunya. Low investment, Delthea. Fallen Delthea. So those are the two picks I would say for blue mages if you really need one. But yeah, in terms of being...
I'll defeat you where you stand.
No.
This is another week where Hero gets it and I'm just like, I don't get it. At all.
Alright, Sammy's explaining it in the chat.
Here,
Alright.
let me tell chat. It works and it's not garbage. That's his explanation.
I'm sorry, but like, how many heroes do we have sent in that work and it's not garbage?
So
The great
here,
majority of
let me
them.
try to elaborate more so that he doesn't seem like he's just being condescending.
Yeah.
Okay, so Larcei's Edge. Normally, people when they build Larcei will normally run a more
Regular
enemy-focused build because of
Yeah.
L, and that's what she comes with.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, they went all out in the offense portion for like Aether Raids and with the Gale Force build.
Mm-hmm.
So with Larcei's Edge, it reduces the cooldown -1, and because she's faster than almost any hero in the game, she is almost guaranteed to get attack speed, defense, res +4 anyway, and neutralizing bonuses, which is really good. She also gets attack speed solo 3 and the Desperation 3, especially in things like Aether Raids when you can trigger bolt traps for her to be able to Desperation consistently, is really good so that she can consistently get the Gale Force off. This is just a really good overall hero with Flashing Blade 3 and has a lot of possible support in things like Aether Raids, and it's just a really good build overall. It's a definitely a different take than what Larcei normally takes, but it's good nonetheless.
Okay, you guys do know why Larcei's usually don't take this, right? Because she
comes to the pal.
Because she comes with a much better build that far fewer heroes can do. Here's the thing. Let me put it this way, guys. If you get a A+ on a math test, you can definitely get a B on that math test. You get what I mean? Because she's capable of far, far more, and of course if you step it down the ladder, she'll be able to do it. So here's the thing. Gale Force, with attack speed solo desperation, you can run that on a lot of heroes. Especially if you just want a slaying effect. You got a lot of heroes for that. Larcei is capable of doing far more because she has one of the few heroes to have Regno Astra. And of course, she comes with a great B skill in Repel 3. So, yeah, you're right, it works. I'm just surprised because it's like she's capable of far more, but we stepped it down a ladder. But yeah, to Reaper, no offense, I know this definitely works. I 100% know this definitely works. I mean, I've seen this work on Athena, and she's not nearly as good. So yeah, this is really, really good. It's just surprising because I thought, you know, Larcei's usually go for the pure damage because she can hit like damage barriers that most other heroes can't touch. But of course, yeah, she can pull off Gale Force, of course. Anyway.
She's not even that fast in this form. This is plus attack.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Right.
To be fair,
attack speed
like,
solo and
there's not a lot you could do with Larcei otherwise.
Just maximize speed, DC, and go enemy phase.
That flashing
With
blade
Regno
and
Astra.
desperation can
Or
easily
take
she's
special
trying to be
spirals.
her mother.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's right, huh? She is trying to just be Aira.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With this build, she can hit like 51 speed, so.
Hotter and Moosepell.
Looks better in widescreen because you can now see the shovel in all its glory. Wait, what the heck is this? Okay, wow, this is a hell of a different Helbindi than I was imagining. It is a 40+8 Helbindi with 5 flowers, 54 HP, 54 attack, 22 speed, 41 defense, 44 res. Very typical tank Helbindi, because Helbindi actually has really respectable defense and res, and really shit speed, but that's the point of min-maxing. Barrier Blade Plus, Reposition, Ether, Distant Ward, Nullsea Disrupt, Attack Res Oath, and QR3. QR is necessary because of 22 speed, and the reason this is super good is because Barrier Blade adds you 7 res, so you hit 51 res. Distant Ward allows you to counterattack against Magic Staff or Dragonstone. That's where I draw the line of, wait, why don't you just run DC? Wouldn't that be better?
I'm guessing it's just for the additional attack, maybe. Because at that point, his res is already skyrocketing.
Oh, yeah, true. Does he really need more attack? I guess if you take off his weapon, which was...
Sandfort Spade.
Sandford Spade. If a bonus grant by a skill like Rally or Hone is active on unit, grants attack defense +4 during combat. that's usually where the damage is coming from. Barrier Blade just to make sure he takes 0 damage or low damage from magical heroes. So you took Helbindi and made him into a magic counter, which was really interesting. But he has so much defense. You can do the same thing against archers, especially if you have Null Disrupt.
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I would probably run Carrot Cudgel over Barrier Blade, but you gotta work with, you do with what you want. Still though, this is still a good build for countering mages.
Yeah.
Super hard, and dragons actually.
Yeah.
Because that +7 res is always gonna be there on enemy phase.
There you go. There it is. My honest suggestion would be to go back for DC. DC, Null C, with 40 something defense. Yeah, you'll be golden. He'll still be excellent against mages. And mages, generally speaking, don't tank hits really well, so you'll still kill them. Even if your attack's at 54, you'll still kill them. Dragons are another matter, but if you really are worried about it, you would just switch from Ether to Iceberg. As weird as it sounds, Iceberg, yeah.
Yeah, Ether seems kind of weird without like a heavy blade cooldown reduction move, but I guess it's all in the name of survivability.
Yeah. Alright, I get it. Huh.
But at that point, I'd probably be running Soul instead.
Yeah, there's a few adjustments. I feel like you have a better build, and you just try to make this Helbindi more unique. And you did it, but I definitely feel like you have a better build with just DC, and that's it. DC and then maybe Iceberg if you want to go damage. Ether's just a bit strange. Otherwise, yeah, great Helbindi. Just surprised, a bit surprised. Wait, I didn't actually calculate it. When he gets attack, guys, he gets, assuming it's with this award in mind, which is Magic Staff or Dragonstone, that's 5 res, that's another 7 res, so 56 res. Attack Resolve can take it up to 61 res. So if you ran Iceberg or something, you'll just nuke whatever you're hitting you. Yeah, he's going to shrug off mages very, very easily. 61 res. But you have 41 defense. That's why I'm just like, if you run DC over there as well, you'll kill the archers real easy too. Anyways, that's just my suggestion.